Hey guys, it's BMag here from Casual Heroes, also known as the Hero Clan on Rearmed server. Today I'm going to make a efficient and quick base building guide with all the tips and tricks I feel is needed to build a base. So let's get to it. So you started from the coast, you ran up, you need to make a base, you need to store your loot, your gear. You could just hide a wooden box like this in the woods and some remote place. But over time it will take damage and it will be destroyed unless you have a HQ territory kit close to it or a base basically. Then you can see the red flag on the crate, which means it will take damage over time. So to build a base you need to get the tools, and the tools you can either buy at the safe zone extracts over here on the blue crosses on the map, or you can find them on the way up to wherever you want to build a base. But the tools you need is the hatchet or a fire axe or something to chop down the trees. You need a chainsaw or a handsaw to there's a chainsaw to make planks, and you need the Codelock for your doors, and you need a screwdriver if you want to relocate your HQ, and you need a blueprint. Yeah, and the HQ kit of course. So let's just start with the tree chopping, and I recommend chopping down the pine trees here. You get 4 logs from them. You get 4 logs like this. I have a full inventory. But yeah, and like you see now, it made a lot of noise and it fell down. So if you want to build a base more stealthy, I recommend just hitting it so you get 3 logs. So basically 3 full rounds on the circle icon here. Then you get 3 logs and you make basically no sound and there's no trace on you on the ground, and you get 3 logs. You can cut smaller trees, but they will not always give 4 logs or 3 logs, and some of the smaller trees just get firewood. And that's where the chainsaw comes in handy, because with a chainsaw you can cut whatever tree size you cut, even the small ones. Sorry about the sound there. Even the small trees give the same amount. 5 logs and 5 planks and 2 logs. So even this one will give the same. So the chainsaw is really a nice tool when you build a base somewhere where there's not a lot of pine trees. Okay, so let's just start building the base. I'm just gonna build a small base. So you need a blueprint. The blueprint you can craft or buy. You can craft it with a piece of paper. The piece of paper you can get from ammo boxes or a box of nails. So you hold the mouse wheel one down and you get up the dial. So you can choose different stuff you can build. You cannot place like a random wall somewhere. You always have to snap it to a foundation. So either the triangle or the square. I'll build the triangle now because I just want to build a small base. So I place it like this, and you see I can already snap other foundation, the square or the triangle or the square to it. We have some walls close by, so I smoke up the walls here, there, and then I can put up a door. And now the basic structure is finished, but you need to finish it off with planks. And the planks I already have cut, but you cut them with the chainsaw or the handsaw. There. Like this. So this is now a finished wall. And if you did a mistake, you can look at the wall with the hatchet, and then you can choose to remove wall. This is only possible to do the first 10 minutes or first 5 minutes, I'm not quite sure. After that you have to basically destroy it. And okay, so let's build a wall again. So one wall takes 8 planks to finish, and all of these structures takes 1 log to finish. All of the blueprint you choose. The foundation, 1 log, the wall, 1 log, etc. And then when you plank it up, it takes 8 planks. The same with the doors. So this is now the inside of the wall. It's the weak side of the base, basically. This is the strong side, and they have to use raid tools to get inside. So if sometimes when you build a wall, it can come up the wrong way, then you can look at the wall and you can rotate it. This is also only possible within the time limit of like 5 to 10 minutes. Let's have to take care of this. Okay, so let's place a door. I recommend the solo door or the double door. The double door I can show in later. But the reason is for it that the solo door and the double door is the only doors that can be upgraded to level 3 doors. The garage door cannot be upgraded to level 3, it stops at level 2. So you need to place a Codelock. You take the Codelock in your hand and you look at the door and it says attach. Set code. There. And you can also remove frames like this with shooting them if you can't reach them, and it goes a lot quicker. Okay, so let's just finish up the base quickly here now. Okay, the first basic base is up and running. You are secured. But as you can see, there is red flags on the doors here. This means that the base has not doesn't have any HQ, or basically it's not claimed by anyone. To do that, you need to place the HQ kit. The HQ kit can be bought at the safe zone, or you can craft it from a rope and 3 short sticks. So let's place the HQ, and then you press authorize. And then you see that the base has a white piece has a white flag, and some of the walls should have gotten a white flag as well. And you see everything has a white flag now. And the base is decaying, so you need to put the nails into the nail slot here for the upkeep, and then you should see the days update to 2 days and 2 hours for the 70 nails I put in it. So it will bleed nails as the days goes. You can also add a Codelock to the HQ by dragging the Codelock over here, and then you will see the Codelock and you can set a code to it. This just makes it harder for the raiders to steal your base. They have to destroy the HQ to reach it. There's also upgrade slots here. You can buy it as a safe zone. You can buy range upgrade, which gives extra radius. A standard range for the HQ is 35 meter radius, and you can add the 15 meter extra with the territory range upgrades. You can also get a workbench upgrade, which upgrades the PC to a workbench where you can craft stuff in the base, for example C4 and such. There's also a unique territory upgrade, which is a storage upgrade that you can only find doing keys and stuff. It gives 2000 storage. Yeah, so this is how the territory kit looks like when you have upgraded it with the HQ workbench. Then you can access it by clicking on it like this, and you'll have all the receipts that you can craft on the workbench, like C4, 20 gunpowder. One nice one is sleeping bag. You can craft it tarp, and you can make 15 tarps, and then you can make a bed. That's like the most popular crafting. And everything you craft, they end up in the output here, which is like a storage crate, storage where everything is getting put when you finish crafting it. Okay, so the base is finished, but if you're running around on Rearmed, you've probably seen those bases with the big ass walls around. Those are called compound gates, or compound walls, I mean. These can be chosen from the dial over here. We have compound wall and compound gate. So the compound wall looks like this, and the compound gate looks like this. And it also takes 1 log for each of these, and it takes 8 planks to finish. So the compound gates, the compound walls have a strengths and some weaknesses. The strength is that it's not able to be soft-sided. To soft-side means that you can destroy the walls from the inside with a melee weapon. If I see I hit it now, you will see it takes a little damage. You see the health has gone down. And if you use some other, the hatchet is not a good soft-side weapon, but the M9 knife or the Taiga knife, it fits better. Or the Ding Dong breaching hammer. So yeah, the compound walls cannot be destroyed, but they can be easily passed by climbing, jumping up on them like this, if I can make that happen.
2 hours later.
Yeah, like this. Then you have this ledge you can go on. And then you can basically jump over. It's on this side. So it's recommended to have these stilts on the inside, I guess. Raiders, they can do the same. They can make the step ladders with 8 planks that I don't have now, so let's just cut some planks. So if anyone wants to steal your vehicle, then they can place a ladder outside. These ladders can only be placed on ground floor. Yeah, it's not easy to jump up always, so I'm not gonna spend more time, but that's basically how you get over out outside. So that's the weakness and strength of the compound gates and compound wall. If you ever want to move the HQ to a more secure room in your base, then you can dismantle it with a screwdriver or a plier. So let's just take out the nails first. I don't think it's necessary, but I don't want to do anything crazy. And the Codelock can be taken off the door by resetting it like this. You can't have anything in your hands, and then you'll see it says take to hands. Hold. And let's go place the HQ in a more secure part. Okay, so I have another base close by here, then prepared, finished, with some storage, and I moved the HQ here for the purpose. Okay, so if you're making a base, please remember to make an airlock, because if you don't have airlock, you can get door camp and you will lose everything. So an airlock simply is like you have an extra room outside the door. If I were to open the door now and get shot, I would lose everything. So. Okay guys, let's just go quickly through the different types of tiers of the walls and doors. This is a tier 2 metal wall. This is a tier 3 wall. And this is tier 2 door metal, and this is level 3 door metal. And just a tip, don't use the cinder blocks, which is the tier 3 walls. Don't use it on the frames of the door, because it's half the price to raid doors and they will just go through the door anyway. So this is a mistake we did in our base. So I would go for a metal door, tier 2 metal wall there, and then I would upgrade it to this. This is a correct built door frame with a tier 3 door and a metal wall. So save the cinder blocks to upgrade the walls and for the floors or the roofs. Yeah, this is the same mistake here with the concrete cinder blocks floor frame, but the metal hatch. They will just go through the metal hatch anyways. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for the base building video. Looking forward to see more crazy bases on the Rearmed server. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment field, and please like and subscribe the channel, much appreciated. And yeah, GG, now you know.